ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
First of all, I would like to appreciate my gratitude to the current ruling family members and the current management of UAE that they have given us that robust environment to grow and to have innovation in place and to have excellence in our work. And without the support and the cooperation, we would not have reached this career goals which we have achieved today. So I am humbly would like to say express my thanks to the leaders that with their innovation, with their ideas and the way their positive evolving policies, we have seen that success. And I'm sure in future, as the situation evolves, the leadership will give us more opportunities like this, and we also make a positive effort to the wider community and see how we can also contribute to the community and make sure that we get success together. Adi, if you want to add?
Yes, and I would also like to thank UAE for providing me with a home as well, because he started here and then I joined him obviously over here, and I'm a Dubai kid, and so I would like to thank Dubai for providing me the right platform, the opportunities to grow and develop myself as an individual. So thank you to all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming here and participating with us. And I'm sure that this will have a very good positive impact on the young generation also. When they watch, if they get 1% of whatever we have discussed today, my thoughts and this presentation will be covered.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Pearls of Union. Today we're going to be introducing another pearl that lives here in the United Arab Emirates for over 20 years. A pearl that have built a really good organization in accounting and auditors and business consultancy. We're going to be introducing the founder, Mr. Sushil Malhotra, and the co-founder, which is his son as well, Mr. Aditya Malhotra, for the company of SKM or Sushil Kumar Malhotra Company of Consultancy. Hello, how are you?
Hi, we are good. How are you?
We are fine,
good.
yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting us today, actually.
Of course, thank you. And thank you for giving us opportunity to be present for this episode.
Of course. Mr. Sushil, can you please tell us more about yourself, your journey, your educational process?
Sure. I have been in Dubai now for last many years, more than 26 years to be precise. And Dubai is now our home itself. I'm basically from Bombay, from India. And I'm a chartered accountant from India. And over the period of time, I've also got 2 more degrees, which is called Certified in Internal Auditing from USA. I also have 1 more degree from UK, which is called Certified in Investments and Securities from UK. So I'm triple qualified in the sense that these qualifications are helping me in my profession till date. And I feel that these educational qualifications are the pillars of success if you want to groom your career in future in accounting and finance. So from that point of view, I'm the managing partner of my firm. As a founder, it's called SKM International Chartered Accountants, which is based in Dubai. We are a part of a worldwide global audit firm. The head office of that is in France, in Europe. And over here in Dubai, over a period of last so many years, now more than 25 years in existence, we are serving the clients in auditing, in company formations. We are the offshore agents for JAFSA. We do compliance, we do VAT, we do liquidation work. So over a period of time, we are well established in the market with very good reputation and trust. And over a period of time, we have grown. And you can see now my son is next to me. Let him introduce also
course.
himself. Yes.
Hi.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Aditya, can you please tell us also about yourself and what motivated you to get into this sector?
Honestly speaking, growing up with the firm, it has given me a front row experience on what this profession actually looks like in practice.
Of course.
You know, the late nights to meet the deadlines on time and to carry the weight of being responsible for your clients' decision making.
Mm-hmm.
And what's most important is, and my career has been different from him, because as I started my journey, it wasn't only about the audit and accounting practices and the traditional ones.
Mm-hmm.
It was mainly about learning and growing with the ever-changing UAE landscape. As you know, the introduction of
it's
VAT.
a really competitive landscape actually.
Yes, and it has been changing for quite a few years now.
Of course.
VAT was started in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
ESR compliances were there,
Mm-hmm.
and now corporate tax, and
Of
now
course.
e-invoicing as well.
Of
You know, so
course.
it was important for me to also learn the traditional ways
Mhm.
as well as the new wave which is also coming.
Of course. It's a nice vision that you also followed your dad's vision. You just inherited it from him as well.
Yes.
That's amazing. So, Mr. Sushil, can you please tell us more about the vision behind the company? How do you maintain consistency in your services? All about that.
Sure. Personally, I feel that consistency doesn't come overnight.
Mhm.
It's built after a lot of hard work
Mhm.
and persistence. And over a period of time, I've seen it's not that I've learned it in my own firm when I started 18 years, 20 years back.
Mhm.
My journey, you know, when I was young, now I'm 59 years age. At the age of 32 years, I completed my CA with one of the top big four firm in the world.
Mhm.
And I'm fortunate enough to work with these big four firms in different countries.
Mhm.
I was with Pricewaterhouse in Bombay, one of the renowned firm in all over the globe. Then I was with Ernst & Young in Saudi Arabia. I've also worked with KPMG and Deloitte here. So with these big four firms, you get a very challenging kind of environment. Very tough deadlines are there. You
Of
have to be up
course.
to the mark, and you need to understand the client's business.
Mhm.
And they use the latest audit tools. Even
Mhm.
now AI has come, and there are more advanced tools available.
Of
But
course.
over there, no, they have a very systematic way of doing the things. They believe in going through the systems in a very precise, in-depth way.
Mhm.
Then we understand what are the risks facing the client, which sector the client is working. So that foundation, it started when I was young, and people might grudge that, oh, there's a lot of deadlines and you have too much work pressure in this kind of environment. But I take it with a smile, with a positive attitude, that in the end, the more you work hard in your younger age, in your younger days, it will make you much better professional in the near future. So my vision was clear from day one, that after coming from the big four, I had that confidence in tackling any client. I have handled Fortune 500 companies. Here I have also handled the big, large business houses in Dubai, which I still have very good relationship with some of them. And I also handled the ruling family members' entities. So all this, over a period of time, it gave me good confidence that how to handle the clients, whether they are big or small. And you talked about the consistency and how I have been able to manage this. Personally, I feel that once you give that confidence to the client that technically you are very sound and you're updated about your knowledge, and you take care of the client and you give them what they need, understand the expectations. For example, now just few days back, VAT has been further updated. New corporate tax laws have come. It doesn't mean that just because I'm a professional, mine is a well-reputed firm in the market, I will relax. Even though my son is there to assist me, I am myself taking the initiative of going through those updates.
Of course.
Yesterday night, even though it was a weekend, I was going through the latest VAT rules and regulations to
Of course.
be updated, because when the client's work comes in, we can't be outdated with
Of
our
course.
knowledge. We
Of
have to
course.
enhance and be consistent and show a very disciplined approach.
Of
So
course.
if you are client focused and you are able to give them very good services, I'm sure any client will be happy with you and they will maintain a long-term relationship, and this is how it goes. But at the same time, because we are in a very sensitive and challenging environment, it doesn't mean that everything is nice and rosy. You definitely face challenges, you have deadlines, plus there will be difficult technical situations where the client might put pressure on you to give a, for example, say clean audit opinion, but then you have to be tough that I cannot break the rules and I cannot compromise neither on the quality, and we have to obey the rules and regulations. So that way, where the situation happens that I'm being very transparent and honest with them, this is how you should do correctly if you want to really follow the rules and regulations of Dubai. Otherwise, then I take a tough stand that as an auditor, what is expected from me of how to give my disclosures in the financial statements. Here, the banks, they rely on our audit reports. Even we are like the gatekeepers in the market. We provide the services to the banks to give the loans to the clients ultimately. So in the end, we also are responsible. Just because I'm an auditor with a auditing license, it doesn't mean that I have a license to do anything wrong also. So what idea is what is right for me, not what is convenient. So that way, I believe that this consistency is a hallmark for us to have grown over a period of time, because clients believe that we are being very honest. Even if a difficult situation is there, I discuss with them. Even I have to withdraw from that situation that I will not be able to go further ahead. We make that decision internally. For example, now Aditya is a younger generation. He has a different view of how to tackle a particular problem. And I, with my old traditional approach, with my old wide experience, I also put my wisdom on table. But both the older generation and young generation, when we work together, this definitely creates a good synergy. And the clients are also happy that we are giving them a proactive approach.
Of course. Thank you so much for this insightful kind of a vision that you have actually, and you're embedding it in the market.
Right.
So since you mentioned AI, I would like to ask you, Mr. Aditya, there's a lot of technology kind of rapidly growing nowadays. So how are you embedding technology and AI into your systems? How are you using it? How are you adapting to it?
Yes. The world is moving in one direction, which is automation, artificial intelligence, and real-time data. And accounting is no such exception as well. It is a very important for consultants and accountants also to move with this way.
Of course.
So as the clients are getting more sophisticated. The regulators are getting more and more digital. So it's important that your advisor also is ahead of the curve and not running behind it. So therefore, I believe my view on this is quite straightforward. That be a proactive, invest in the right tools which will allow you to automate your processes. That way, you are heading to the same direction which the world is heading in.
Of course. Thank you so much. Actually, to add on that, any business nowadays in the United Arab Emirates are embedding a lot of technologies in it, because this is a fast, rapidly growing city. To add on yours. So, Mr. Sushil, can you please tell us about the evolving sector? How do you see the future of this sector?
Yeah, I can say that because of the AI, the latest tools are available where there's a knowledge in the market available easily on the tips of your fingers. But the accountants, their old job was just to be it's not just passing the accounting entries and then their role gets over. If they want to really add value to the clients, even we as auditors, even though as an auditors, our main focus is how to see whether the client is complying with the latest compliance functions, the VAT regulations, the corporate tax regulations. At the same time, if the client is not complying with any particular field, it's our job as a responsible auditor to even guide the client what are the weaknesses in the system, currently what they need for a proper tax planning, and how they can structure so that they comply fully. So on the AI front, the AI may be just a tool, but in the end, our role has been elevated. It's not that we are redundant. In fact, our profession has become more challenging, more responsible, but it's also a value to us as an auditor that we can add value to the client. Just if you focus on the numbers, it will not be very good, positive contribution to the society. But if you think that this AI you can embrace and consider this as your friend, even in my case as a senior person, sometimes AI does become challenging for me. Then Aditya sits down with me and then he tries to understand with me the pros and cons of if we use this latest AI technology, or it will be beneficial to us. So the data analytics and other intelligence tool which is available, it does add value, and it also makes our life more easier, that we become more audit efficient to give good service to the clients.
Of course, that's amazing.
And just to add, the work that used to take days earlier is now taking us hours, and which is taking hours now might takes minutes in the future.
Of course.
And so a machine will always be able to crunch the numbers, but a human judgment is still involved, interpreting the data and providing a valuable advice to our clients as well.
Of course, it will never be like a human when you're giving an actual advice to someone. it doesn't feel emotions, it doesn't actually require anything, like everything in the situation and the image, and give you an advice based on that. So can you tell us, how do you maintain your customer loyalty and relationship with your customers?
I feel that's the most important factor, as he has been with the firm since the start, and he has a relation with the clients which are over 20 years now.
Of course.
You know, so clients, more than anything, they require a trust and to make sure we are available for them whenever they need. You know, so it's not just an assignment to us where a client comes in, we sign the report and we give it to them. The client, once they are with us, we treat them as a family as well. All their problems are now our problems.
Of course. So you take them as family.
Yep.
That's amazing. So Mr. Sushil, can you tell us about the sustainable business model that you have?
Yes. When you talk about sustainable business model, even though I am the founder and as of today, I am the managing partner, I sign the audit reports. Over a bit of time, Aditya will also be groomed as a partner, and once he qualifies, he is eligible to become a partner, he will also be getting the signing authority. So as a sustainable model, I have focused on how to develop the systems in place. We have our staff whom we give periodic training, like latest rules have come on AML, and the evolving stage of AML also, that how we can improve our own systems in place and how we can screen the client's the business process to see that are they complying also with the AML rules and regulations, with the VAT rules, are they complying with the corporate tax related regulations. So there, as a sustainable model, I have to see to it that the system is in place and there are checks and balances in place. For example, I'll give you one example. Suppose for client's work is really getting over. Once the client's work is done, it will come to the supervisor on the table to review. Then it will come to me. Then we'll go to the client's place to have a final meeting with the client to discuss the final meeting agenda. All these principles have been taught to me many years back when I was in the Big Four. So in Big Four, obviously the fees are at a high level, but I don't differentiate between which fees are small or less and give a disrespect to the client with smaller fees. If we give equal mutual respect to them. So once we have that place in the system in place, we make sure that then the final report is given to another staff in my office to do the cross-checking, to do manually, to see the figures, even though it's comprised, we get from the Excel sheets. Then it comes to me, then each and every page I also go through it, I go through the file, I go through the AML screening. So all these things are important to have a sustainable model because you don't think about short-term gains, you believe in long-term relationship with the clients. At the same time, if the clients are trusting you, I have to understand that what are the time frames, what are the expectations, and how to deliver within the time frame. Like yesterday, I got a request from one of my clients. They want a specific request from me on the current situation in the market, and they want how fast we can deliver. We discussed with them. Okay, give us your request. We'll make sure that we give you a proposal, and then we see to it that all the metrics, what are data analytics we require, we'll make sure that we finish in so much time frame. And we have asked them whether the 2 weeks time frame is enough for you or whether we should stretch out and give it fast, because for some matter they need urgently. So like that we try to do that, and once we believe that we are doing this, that will sustainable model will go in future. But personally I feel even though you may have these systems in place, but at the same time you need continuous learning. At the same time you need to train your staff also. Here now the challenge which we face in our profession, the staff who has come, we have groomed them, they have become a good trained supervisor. They are completing 2 years, then they get some better opportunities in the market, they complete their contract, they go. I have ladies over here in my office, now they are going back to India for some relocations. So all those challenges are there, which means the staff whom we have trained well, after 2 years she will be no more. We have to again come back to the level 1 and get a new staff, train them again, and then make sure that the quality of the work is maintained at the highest level. We don't compromise on that quality. So those things are there which will make it sustainable.
Of course. What amazed me mostly is that you treat your clients equally, no matter how different fees it is or different problems it is. That's amazing. So to conclude, Mr. Aditya, do you have any advice for the younger generations or younger professionals who are like amazed by the sector, passionate to be in the sector one day?
3 things is all I want to say. Number 1, knowledge is power. So I'd like to say to take your technical qualifications quite seriously and to actually pass them with intent. Don't just pass your exams to go ahead, but to actually learn what you're supposed to learn. Because only these things will help you to become a great professional. But the second thing I would like to say is that a technology is your best friend. Now all the knowledge in your world is available at your fingertips. Oh, I don't know how to do this, someone is there to help you out. There are YouTube videos, there is AI obviously, and all these things to answer your queries. So don't move ahead until you actually know the core of your subject. And number 3 is to communicate well, because I've seen so many young professionals. The problem is not in their technical knowledge, but to actually be able to communicate even a complex matters with your client or your co-workers. Knowledge is communication is not in just using hi-fi languages or complex words. It is important for the other person to understand what you're trying to say. That's my 3 advices for you.
I would like to add in this, like being a person who has seen like now I'm at 59 years of age, and I've seen my son also how he has evolved, and as a young generation, I do take his ideas and I do take his approach of how he caters to a problem, the way I should think. Then I get a fresh approach from him also. So as a youngster, first I would like to, if you want to take this career of finance and accounting seriously, first you should try to see what are your shortcomings, what are your strengths, how you can overcome your shortcomings also. For example, you should be a continuous learner. It doesn't mean that just look at a theory, like the way my son said that qualification is just a starting point. Like, you may get a driving license to drive the car, but it doesn't mean that you go on the road and be on a rampage and start having serious accidents. You have to be a responsible driver, and you have to make sure that you reach the destination safely and make others also safe on the road. Same approach here, that if you are a professional auditor, even if you get auditing license or you want to be like the CFO of a company, as on today you should have a vision of 5 years, 10 years down the line where I will be. I've seen my friends. I came to audit firms in the big 4 firms. Over a period of time, I started my own audit firm. I've seen my friends who are also worked with me in the big 4. They came out, they joined some multinational companies. Over a period of time, they became the finance directors, they become the CEO also. So it depends upon which journey you want to take. Are you the extrovert? Do you like networking with the clients? Do you want that if the client calls you, like today, for example, before this episode, I have received more than 25 calls. Even yesterday, it was a weekend, at 5 p.m. someone has called me, immediately I picked up the phone also. So if you have that mentality that I need to take good care of my clients and I have to give them a proactive, good service, then you're very right for the profession. But at the same time, you should not feel that, oh, if I fail, what will happen? There might be mistakes in your career. You may make very serious mistakes, but you should learn from them. At the same time, be updated, have a very good knowledge about what's happening in the market. Even like, for example, today, before coming here, I've already read the newspaper in Gulf News of what has happened today, what are the headlines, what is the current scenario in the market, what are the trends which are there. So all those things is required that you should be an all-rounder. Just don't focus on just one area that you're a good batsman or a good bowler. If you become an all-rounder and you are up to date about your knowledge, you know how to do mentoring, you know how to get guidance, you know how to get the deadline completed on time and take care of the clients, definitely you will succeed. The sky is the limit for you and the growth will be impactful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sushil, and thank you so much as well, Mr. Aditya. It was such an insightful journey that you guys took us on. It's really nice to see a kind of an empire that was built by the dad, and then the son is going to go up and hold it as well. It's really nice. So our audiences, today we looked into the industry of accounting and business as well, and we saw a family business that have been growing for more than 26 years in the United Arab Emirates and how it looks like today, and inshallah we're going to see how it looks like in the future. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We'll see you on the next episode of Careers of Union.